Okie doke, folks. I wanted to show you guys is how to do your compositional sketches and what you'll be up to Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday while I'm gone. So Monday, you're going to work on compositional sketches like this. They can be small. They're about the size of an iPhone. So if you took the picture of the still life in the center of the classroom with your iPhone, you can just set that out and put it right beside the image on your sketch pad. I've made a video. It'll be the later part of this same video. It's me making a drawing from my iPad. It's what I use to draw these drawings. So you'll see that. So notice I've got a line drawing, and then I've also got a line drawing with some value. And I didn't shade in the background of this. You guys will. So the goal is to do a couple line drawings, a couple value studies like this, and then eventually scale that up. So this is my whole sketch pad here. We're going to scale that up so you've got a full-size drawing, and you can start working on that and adding some value in. So watch the rest of this video to see how to make these sketches. So to start with, compositional sketch 1, we're going to look at this. Ding. Okay. So what I did was I started with the sphere. It is the easiest thing to draw, the circle, because a circle or a sphere is a circle from every direction. So I start with this sphere. I see that this little guy is sort of in front of it, so I draw that part. It goes down a little ways. This second sphere, I try to put him in the right spot, so it's at the base of this guy. This third little sphere that's back behind this, whatever this is, tetrahedron or hexahedron. The cone is back here. I didn't draw the fabric for the wall or for the box that it's sitting on, but I'm basically just picking out those shapes, and it can be a rough sketch. This is 5 minutes or less. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. So you'll do 2 of those, and you'll do it from each photo. Whenever you take your photo, what I want you to do is crop away the extraneous stuff, and so that these figures are kind of grouped on your image and nice and large on your image here. So this is the compositional sketch of this drawing. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger so they're to scale. All right, so we can see my sphere is a little too small. This one's relatively accurate. I could maybe make my box a little bigger. The cone's close to being correct. This thing is pretty close. The cube needs to be worked on. This is an interesting composition. It's got some diagonals in it. There's some cascading, like coming forward, stair step, highest thing, middle thing, lowest thing. Also, if you've got something like this in your image in the background is just going to be solid black, like the drawings that we looked at in class on Friday. And then eventually what we'll do is we will scale up one of our compositional sketches, and you will continue to work on this thing Tuesday and Wednesday, adding value and just making sure everything's in the right spot. Some tips for making your drawing better. Let's make this big. Okay, so you'll notice I've got my 2 drawings here side by side, and I've got some lines. So this is actually the center line of this compositional sketch, and then I've got another center line here, the compositional sketch, and I've tried to cut this thing in half and do the same thing with the photo. So you can see that they're relatively lined up. They're pretty close. This sphere is above the midpoint. It's sort of over part of this vertical midpoint. Here it is. So I've got about the same amount. Then I'm looking at where this sphere is, this little circle, so it's below the midpoint. And then this circle is like off of the edge of this sphere. So if I drop a line straight down, it's off the edge of the sphere. And then I drew some little blue dots so that you folks can see that the arrangement of these spheres is very similar in my drawing and the drawing here. Now if I turn this on, you can kind of see that my drawing is pretty close. It's not perfect, but that's why I do it really fast, and I come back and check those things. I've got the shadow edge of this thing. Here's that. This is a little off. So I might adjust those things. I can always adjust, which is why I draw it so lightly. So these are your compositional sketches and your value studies. So you'll have two images that look like this, and you will have two images that look like this. So you'll have two of these, two line drawings, two value studies, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to either finish these up or you can start scaling it up, and then you will start to add value to this drawing. And the rest of this video shows you how to make these compositional sketches. If you want to watch me make those, you can. You can also scrub to a different part of this video to see if that part's helpful, or just rewatch it. But that's basically what I want.